Joe, congratulations, off and running here at the Masters. A very tidy performance, must be happy with that.
Yes, especially after a long layoff. It's always nice to get a win and play well. You know, I would have took a win tonight regardless of the performance, but to combine the two, it's pleasing, yeah.
You know you're not a huge practicer when there's no tournaments on, so when did prep start for this?
Probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. The time off after the Worlds came at a great time. It was so needed. Last year was training, you know, darts and away from darts, so to have a couple of weeks off and not worry about darts was really nice. But I think to get back to some sort of normality, especially with the calendar announced, and it's hopefully going to be a full calendar for a change, it can only be a good thing, so I'm looking forward to the year ahead.
You know, obviously you probably usually said darts played second fiddle, whichever understands, but now is it time to concentrate on the job again?
Yeah, it's still difficult, you know, when it's so close, you know, to home. You know, my mum, she was like the quarterback of the family, so there's still bad days, and I'm sure there's going to be bad days, you know, years down the line. But I think darts, I've used it well. It's been a good distraction at times. You know, away from it when I've been sort of sat alone, and that's when you have time to dwell on things. So darts has been really good for me. It's been a nice distraction.
Talking of that calendar, obviously the Pro Tour starts after this, and then hopefully we get a Euro Tour. Where do you see your game, and where do you want to be at the end of the year if it was a full calendar?
Well, game-wise, it's difficult to gauge after one game. It's been a bit of a layoff, but judging by that tonight, it looks in pretty good nick. So, you know, getting back to Barnsley, and even Barnsley, you know, we're limited to guests with the COVID, so it'll be nice to get, you know, a bit of a feeling back in, because even the one behind closed doors, where it's one guest per player, it doesn't have that buzz that it does. So, like I say, even stupid as that, it's nice to get a couple of guests in per player. And yeah, it's going to be a good year.
This tournament last year changed Jonny Clayton's career. Obviously, we all know you're close to Jonny. You hoping you can emulate him and do something similar? Yeah.
Well, Jonny was looking to get in last year. They widened the field to 24, didn't they? Otherwise, it would have been in. It would have been plastering Saturday and Sunday as well. So, no, Jonny's a great guy, and he's shown that it wasn't, you know, a flash in the pan, you know, which could be for any player, you know, any player would give the right hand to get a TV title under the belt, but for Jonny to do it 4 times in a year is pretty incredible, considering that he'd not done it before. So, you know, hats off to him. But people like myself and people coming up and with similar ranks, you know, we take inspiration from people like Jonny, or I do at least, because that's what can be done, you know, just out of nowhere.
If you are to win this, it's going to be the hard way. You're in the nightmare part of the draw, Gary Anderson up next, and potentially Michael and so on. If you are to win it, it's on the CV to get through.
Well, if you win it, you can't do any better, can you? You might as well retire. But yeah, as cliche as it is, it's one game at a time. If you look past Gary Anderson, he'll do you 10-4. You know, that's just the nature of the beast. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm confident going into it tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. Cheers. No, I've always been the same. I've been asked this question loads of times. Everyone says, you know, loves me for top 10, top 8. The rankings are pretty irrelevant. If you focus on the rankings, it can be your undoing. If you win tournaments and play well, the rankings take care of themselves. So try not to focus too much on the rankings. It's all about trying to keep winning tournaments. You know, I think I've won tournaments the last 2-3 years. So it's all about keeping that winning momentum and, you know, carrying on this year.
You expecting to play that well tonight? But confidence is that you're not really scared?
Yeah, I mean, I played okay, but when I looked at the averages, it was a bit better than what I was expecting. But that's one of those, especially with, you know, a bit of a layoff. It can come back and, you know, bite you in the behind, and you could play terrible the day after. But I don't think that's going to be the case this weekend. I'm confident. I feel like my mind's clear, so, you know, why can't I go on with it?
Are you someone who pays attention to like the Premier League rumours?
No, I've obsessed over the Premier League for the last. Well, no, I didn't last year, but, you know, previous years I've obsessed over it, thinking that maybe I'm going to shout, and it's been to my detriment. So if I get the Premier League, great. But it'll happen one day. If it's this year, great. If it's 5 years down the line, so be it. You know, it can kill players as well. So when it'll happen, no rush. Cheers,
Joe, the gap between the World Championship and the Masters, was it important to use the time right and try and get the balance between home life and obviously practice?
Yeah, the calendar's been pretty hectic, you know, come towards the back end of the year. Sort of even the weekend we've had off, we've had, you know, exhibitions and things like that, so it's been been pretty packed. So it was nice to have. I think I had like 2.5 weeks off, and it felt like a year, you know, because it's that constant. But I'm fully aware of what's coming this year. We've got a full calendar, you know, back to normality, and you know, I can't wait. You know, I'm sure I'll be cursing it, you know, sort of the middle of March, April time, you know, wanting the weekend off. But you know, we were mourning that there was nothing on, and this year it's going to be a full calendar, so I can't wait.
Johnny's the obvious example, but this is a tournament that's really setting up well for the year. You know, if you perform well, going to the rest of the year, that's a good line.
Yeah, but I think I've got a bit of a different attitude now. Like things that have happened away from darts, darts pays the bills, and if you win at darts, great. If you lose at darts, you get to go home. If you complicate it any more than that, that's when it can be, you know, to your detriment. So I'm just the worst case scenario this weekend is I get to go home to my family. The best case scenario is I go home Masters champion.
Cheers, John.
Nice one, cheers.